is nothing wrong with your television. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are now controlling the transmission. We control the horizontal and the vertical. We can delude you with 1,000 channels or expand one single image to crystal clarity and beyond. We can shape your vision to anything our imagination can conceive. We will control all that you see and hear. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the deepest inner mind to the outer limits. By the time they believe in him, it'll be too late.
Yo, so this discussion right here is going to be wow. Let's get straight to it. So, guys, you know how everybody talks about oh yeah, hold on. Okay, so you guys know how everybody talks about space and stuff like that, aliens, Anunnaki, and all that shit. I'm not a fan of that. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in different type people coming here. But what I do believe is there are different type people already here. Okay. And when it comes to the whole alien thing and reptilian and stuff like that, I don't believe these people can turn into like different looking people. But I do believe that they are different people and there's things that are in them. I was always told that you know, these evil forces, they're not going to look different than you. They're going to have the same look. I guess Scientology explained it best when it talks about, you know, the whole volcano erupting and all those different energies going into different people. That would be the best way to describe it. But I'm saying that to say this. So let's talk about time blockers. And I know you guys are like, time blocker, what the fuck does that even mean? Oh boy. Okay, let's start with a very easy one. Why do Black Americans only go from slavery to civil rights? Why do they completely miss all of their patents? Like, why do they not even care? Like, you never hear them bring it up. They always talk about reparations and slavery and what white people done to them. And it's like, so why are you blocking this time to where you did all this without any reparations? Like, you never, Black people, you only went up to the government for protection from the Klan. That was the only reason. You didn't go up there to be buddy with people. You didn't go up there to beg them for some money. You did not go up there for any of those reasons. So I'm bringing this up because I'm like, why is that? Why is there a time block that people can't get in for some reason? Like it's not there. Okay. Now that was the first example. My second example is the Negro Del Terra thing. I don't understand that. I don't understand how today we could be fighting with people, telling them, you're not Indian, you're from Africa, whatever. And it's like the first conquerors or conquistadors or visitors to this place called these mystery people that nobody ever met some Negroes. Why would they do that? It's like, okay, why is that not being spoken about? Why is that time blocked? Here's another weird one. So people that are Moors will say they rose up these Europeans. That's fine. The problem comes in when it's like, how could they be so noble? How could they be so clean and proper if they just left the Victorian era and shit is all in the streets? It's on record. It is on record. The Victorian era is the nastiest, dirtiest era of Europe's history. It's like that's a time block. You know what I'm saying? I was always told that blacks were inferior, whites were superior, yada, 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 yada. But for some reason, they're not admitting that their streets were covered in shit. I'm saying this for another reason. Maybe that's why the Africans are the way that they are. I doubt that when the white man came to Africa, if he seen them shitting in the middle of the street, eating mosquito burgers, I doubt he would do any business with them. I doubt it. So for it to become traditional for them to eat mosquitoes and to casually just take a shit in the middle of the road and have no like feeling about it. Are you sure they started like that, or was that something that they were taught? I don't know. But time blockers, man. That's my thing. My thing is these people know how to manipulate minds so well that they can dump off history that is right there, and people have been so zombified that even if you brought it up to them, it wouldn't click to them. Like it just doesn't click. How do you do that? How do you literally erase Reconstruction from the minds of the people that it happened to? And then they start, talking about the entertainment industry, and they claim they have all these successful people, but it's like from Denzel Washington to Jay-Z, none of them have done anything for you. They haven't even cleaned up your neighborhoods. Don't tell me feel good talk, because we don't need that. People don't need that. What's up with you, bro? I see you. I know you guys want me to go on a space mission with you. You guys want to talk a bunch of spooky stuff. But always remember, Nature Boy just got life for rape. He didn't pop the gate and fly out to prison. He didn't poof and turn to a whole nother person. He didn't use his magical powers to, beat up the cops and stuff like that. Because people talk shit about Jesus. Let me show you something. This is why you shouldn't talk about Christ. Because if you notice, the people that talk about him, they will never have that story. See, he has eternal life because he still has eternal life. People are still talking about him. Meanwhile, these guys are claiming to be Christ. Can't even get out. Can't resurrect. Can't feed 1,000 people with a loaf of bread. They can't do anything. I'm saying that because he claimed that he was Christ reincarnated. That's what he claimed. So what happened? Young Pharaoh being a smokehead now. What happened? I'm really, really thinking that this is the mission that we need to be on. I think we need to admit that these people are spellcasters, and they put a block on your head. It's like your brain has like a lock on it. Like you can't get past the bullshit that they gave you. This is that form of mind control. This is that alien talk. Because I don't care what nobody says. Every form of alien power has always dealt with some type of mind control, telekinesis. Something like that, where they're like controlling the way you think. Anybody seen the movie Independence Day? The alien got the little tentacle wrapped around his neck, and you can hear the doctor, release me. That's not the doctor talking. That's the alien talking. Release me. Okay, so when you have people that are clearly, they've been here long enough, they clearly should understand genetics and biology and how things work. And they're telling you that you have to call a biological man a woman. You don't see the time blocker in that. See, there was a time you couldn't even say nothing that stupid. You literally got smacked off stage. little girls promoting, sexual deviance. There was a time her thighs would have been bubbly red from whelped up, from being slapped so many times in them. Get your Louette. Time blockers. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when you're raised in poverty and the struggle. I keep telling you guys that those Black Wall Street people had no welfare. They had no reparations, and it was 100 times more racist. And they were still able to, pull themselves up by the bootstraps and build towns, make inventions, all different types of stuff. That's another thing that's time blocked. Why do Black people keep being victims when they created 80% of the things that you're still using? What's up with that? Now I can hear people, they'd be like, well, this is kind of prejudice. What about white people? What the hell am I supposed to say about you guys? What am I supposed to say about the ideology of paleface? Not the ones today that are not racist at all and kick it with blacks and Asians and Spanish people. We're not talking about you. We're talking about the overall situation. Okay, what am I supposed to say to you? The country's $34 trillion in debt. People don't know what sexuality they are. People are so naive to the fact that Barack Obama was a Klansman. You know what I'm saying? And I keep telling you, the Muslims and the Klan are friends. Okay, Barack Hussein Obama, his mama's a paleface. Of course, he didn't do nothing for you. Those are his folks. Why you think he let a racist be his VP? You guys don't see the inner sanctum. Like, you guys been hearing about this stuff for a long time. I'm literally putting it together for you. I'm piece by piece. I'm bouncing ball. Just follow the bouncing ball. I'm putting it together for you. You should see it. Whatever. I think that that CERN machine and all these fucking spellcasters that they have out here, I think that's what their true agenda is. Besides the Indian thing, we know that's real because the whole Hindustan India thing, that is crazy. That's crazy as hell that your whole life they told you about India. And there is no India in 1492. It's Hindustan, and they never brought that up. But they'll let people be Buddhist and Hinduism followers. And then you learn about Brahma and all this different stuff. Okay, it's Hinduism. Okay, they're Hindus from Hindustan. Where the hell does the Indian come in? And it's like, well, why would they do that? Negro del Terra. They can't let people know that Indians are really Negroes. That can't be. Oh, well, how are you going to call those Native Americans? They don't look black at all. Let me ask you a question. Why does the United States of America Corporation own Alaska? Now, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but Alaska's way the hell up there. And I know people be like, well, what about Hawaii? That was way later, and they kind of fucked the Hawaiians over, bro. Hawaii is so expensive to live in. How are the original people even surviving? They're not. They're struggling. Remember that fucking wildfire shit that just happened? Burnt down all the broke people, and for some reason the investing stock was people like Oprah, Bill Gates, all these different people. Then Oprah turns around and asks y'all to donate. She got all the money in the world, asks y'all to donate. There was a big controversy where her and The Rock, they apologized and then left it alone. They didn't even donate money. Ain't that a bitch? A motherfucker asked you to donate some money. Get caught red-handed like, dog, y'all some billionaires. Why don't y'all do it? Oh, okay, we're sorry. Don't even help the people. Okay, these are the people blocking time. These are the time blockers. We're not talking about the fucking future. Nobody knows what the fucking future holds. And you guys won't be able to see one if you don't wake the fuck up and start seeing. Why is there certain things from history that are blocked the fuck out? Why are they not talking about it? And why are they the center crux pieces that would rise up a certain group that is the only group that got everybody else freedoms, but everybody else is benefiting off them but that group? Gays are getting more benefits off of the civil rights bill than black people. Foreigners are getting more benefits off the civil rights bill than black people. Religions are getting more benefits off the civil rights bill than black people. Lesbians, I've already said that, but it's like pedophiles. All different types of people are using these freedoms that people got beat, hung, killed, lied on, they towns ramshacked. Like, that's another scary thing that these American Negroes don't get. Dog, why do y'all keep calling yourself a minority when none of these faggots had their own towns burned down? None of them. These motherfuckers, it has gotten so overflown in LA that there are black gangs that have lost their neighborhoods because of the overpopulation of Hispanics. And then they get recruited into the gangs and then they just take over the whole street. This is your shit. You were born and bred here. Losing your stuff. Why are you losing your stuff? Because you keep trying to Yogi Bear with everybody. These aren't your friends. It's fine to do business with them, but keep it at that. You don't let them in your clique. You don't let them in your crew. You don't let them represent your shit. You don't do that. It took a long time for people to stop calling Wu-Tang weird, because at first niggas were calling them weird. It was all this fucking kung fu shit. Like, nigga, when they first came out, 93, early 94, niggas was tripping at first. Trust me, they weren't. It wasn't just welcomed like that, bro. It took a little bit. It took a few joints. Took a few joints for niggas to start getting into it. Like, okay, all right, Kung Fu Sundays and shit. Okay, I dig it. Same thing with that whole Africa shit. You see, motherfuckers never fully got on that. X-Clan and the African medallions and all, motherfuckers still never fully got on that. So, I'm saying that to say this. Since you are the creator of jazz, blues, rock and roll, techno, soul, neo soul, funk, doo-wop, jitterbug, bluegrass, country, you created all of them. Jesse Ventura even admitted that shit on CNN. Black Americans are responsible for all American music. All of it. So, for you to do that, make all the music, own the 50,000 patents that they have time blocked, they have literally erased it in time. Why are Italians known for making ices, and there's Ben and Jerry and shit like that, when it's a black man who invented ice cream in America? That's weird. That is weird. Why you got all these HVAC people and all this AC people keep crediting this white dude? It's a black man who made the air conditioner. Everybody wants to be safe. Everybody likes home security systems. They put their alarm in and all that shit. It was a black woman who invented that. Time blocked. Like, how does a person do that? How does a person take a part of history, put it in something, and lock it away? You guys don't see the spell casting and that. These motherfuckers literally erased a whole time period, and nobody talks about it. Just like slavery. Everybody talks about whatever the name of that project was, 1607 and 1515 and all this different stuff. They always go to the beginning of it. But here's the thing. All those pictures are drawings. The first camera's not invented till the 1800s. So what are all these pictures you're drawing? And who's drawing this? And then why are you showing me these drawings? And here's another thing. If the camera doesn't come out to the 1800s, then every hanging, lynching picture you have ever shown me is in the 1800s. Okay. Nobody's hanging their property. This is chattel slavery. This is property. Nobody's killing their property. Who would do that? Nobody's whooping their property or chopping legs off. That makes no sense. I'm losing money. So when would whipping and hanging and chopping all body parts come into play? when you're free, when I can't make any money off you. So that's when the burning and the hanging and stuff like that comes in. You know it's true because all those pictures are from the 1800s. They have to be. There is no camera until the 1800s. So why did they time block us with drawings? Meanwhile, you got the Masonic apron showing the Indian. You got the cigar store Indians showing these are Negro Indians. And mother's like, nah, there's no such thing. Well, then what the fuck are they? And they're like, nah, they dressed them up. They dressed up Africans and they put feathers on them. Bruh, I have my picture. I'll bring it back up because actually I plan to make it a shirt, a jersey. Not a jersey, a shirt, a sweater. I plan to put this picture on a few different things. I do. But it's a little Indian dude chilling and he's leaning on a drum. And he's got the feathers, the colorful feathers and everything. But his hair is like curly wavy. It's not a fro. It's not a fro. You can clearly see it dangling down the side. It's curly. It's curly thick hair, so it looks like a curly fro. Okay, if you bring up this information and you try to tell black people they're Indians, the first thing they're going to do are black Americans. The first thing they're going to do, I guess I could say FBA. That's a better way to say it because Africans from West Africa just got here 2 weeks ago now are black Americans. So it's like, I can't say that. The original Negroes here, if you tell them that, they're going to argue a spell with you and they're going to tell you about roots and slavery and all this different stuff. But remember, they only have drawings. You don't have any pictures until the 1800s. Okay, who's to say when those pictures were taken? Those pictures could be from 1867, 1868. Remember, you're already free. So they can't make no more money off you. Then when they were setting slaves free, there's a gang of crazy slave masters that was just killing off their slaves. You got the slave masters that was mad, start robbing banks. Jesse James. Time blockers. It's just like the whole Jesus thing. I don't care if you say he's black or white. What I will tell you is he's not an Arabian and he's not a white person. Can't be. This feet of brass that were burnt in a furnace, all his folks look like that. You know what I'm saying? Once they bring up the word Ethiopian, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Because burnt face have burnt feet. So once you said his brass feet looked like they were burnt in a furnace, you just brought up Ethiopia. Hence why when he went to Egypt, he was able to hide, him and his parents. Why? Because they're all from the tribe of Judah. Well, his mom's from Levi. But wait a minute. What's that saying about Levi? If these people are able to hide amongst the Hamites, Moses did it his whole life. Moses was mistaken for an Egyptian his whole life. So obviously it's a time block because you see these pale-faced, bagel-nosed people claiming to be the Israelis, Israelite. You can't be them. It is biblically insane. You couldn't even hide with the Arab Egyptians today. Ain't that weird? The Jew couldn't even hide amongst the Arab Egyptians today because you would say those people look like the Palestinians. And we can clearly see the difference between them. But we all know Egypt has been invaded for years. Nobody would dig up their own ancestors' corpses and put them in a museum. Nobody would do that. You would never dig up your uncle and put him in a museum as a display. You would never do that. Even George Washington and Ulysses Grant, even their caskets, they're in a museum, but they're not open. They're closed. Why? Because those are America's folks. They're their presidents. They're their people. They respect them. They wouldn't put them out there like that. They wouldn't. This is George Washington. This is Ulysses Grant. It's like, bro, that would be, how disrespectful would you say it was? Like, just as an American citizen, you'd be like, yo, that's mad fucking disrespectful. Like, they got my man George up there looking like a goddamn scarecrow. Like, yo, this is crazy. Okay, when you listen to Arabians, we're the original Egyptians. These are our ancestors. You come see them from 1595. Come on an Egyptian tour. Got you going through the pyramids and shit. You going through these people's shit. You claim these your folks. That's a stab to the Pan-Africans too. Because if you go to the pyramids in Central America, they don't let you go up them steps. You are not allowed to walk up them steps. It's a sign of disrespect. They'll let you, I think you can do a tour inside because everybody want this money. Everybody don't want respect. Everybody wants some money. Time blockers. Because back in the day, that was like, you could die from doing some shit like that. Not allowed to just walk into the pyramid. What the fuck is wrong with you? Right? You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to just do what you want. It didn't work like that. So, because remember, there's no like school inside the pyramid. The pyramid, it has a holy of holies, and it has, it has a ceremonial room. It has the burial room. It has a few different things, but you can tell it's for like a ritual or like a showing of respect, bro. You're not just supposed to be in there flashing cameras. Look, take a picture with me and Ramesses. It's like, oh, y'all just disrespectful as fuck. You just time blocked. You know what I'm saying? You're lost into this like demonic fucking paradigm matrix right now. That's what everybody is. But I'm saying, besides the cat out the bag, the great secret, you know what I'm saying? The American Negro are the original Indians. Besides that, what else would we be stopping them from? Because if you notice, the main things that they are time blocking is dealing with this one group. And this one group is responsible for all of this magnetic energy, bro. Everybody is not, like, everybody can't do it, okay? Even in Europe now, they're slam dunking. Even in Japan now, they're slam dunking. Okay, people weren't doing that until the American Negro invented that. Okay, even in Europe, they're stealing bases in baseball. Even in Japan, they're stealing bases in baseball. Nobody would be doing that until the Negro made that up. Don't believe me? That's the whole reason they took Jackie Robinson. So, you ain't shit and you're inferior. I'm going to hide 50,000 of your patents. I'm going to hide that you are the original American because the Portuguese, who is not paleface, said Negros del Terra. Okay, and then when you meet paleface, he has Negros for sale. Who is he talking to? Who is he referring this Negro to? Because he could just simply say I came from Africa with some Africans. Common fucking sense. But no, for some reason, he's trying to accommodate to a language in a reference to a type of people that have obviously already been here. You listen to the Pan-African slave. No, we didn't get here until the white man brought us here. Okay, well, why is he referring to somebody that you're not if you're not that person? Because that's who he's referring you to. He's not Portuguese. He's not a Spaniard. So why is he using Spaniard language? Why wouldn't he just call it what it is? Why didn't he just call it black? Couldn't do that because remember, he probably got off the boat with that as his last name. There's plenty of blacks from Europe. Then also, you got to remember Old English. In Old English, black means pale. So why would he call some dark-skinned people pale? He wouldn't call them black. That's how you know you're using a spell-casting language, which is modern English. It's a spell-casting language. It's a straight fucking wizard, witch, warlock language. That's what you're using. Why do you think there's 3 different ways to say where? W-H-E-R-E, W-E-R-E, apostrophe, or apostrophe, W-E-A-R. And then it could mean multiple different things, because wear could mean WEAR, you're wearing it, or it can mean wear, like wear and tear. Where are we? We're about to leave. What about fool? Well, did I say FOOL or FULL? We can do this all day. There's plenty of words in this language that are cryptic. You'll be like, what the fuck? You ain't never lied. How does that happen? How do you have the same word 3-4 fucking times and it means 3-4 different things? Because this is a spell casting language. Time blockers. Back in the day, everybody was amazing. Everybody had a wizardry. Everybody had some type of the taught, the enlightened ones. Let's say that. Other than that, everybody was illiterate. But there was a time where it's like there was more gifted people than, just lusted over looks. Always remember what the Greeks felt. The Greeks felt if you looked good or if you were beautiful on the outside, if your physical looked beautiful, then on the inside of you, you were beautiful. How many of you brothers are in court right now because of a beautiful person? How many of you women are still mentally traumatized by the abuse you received from a beautiful person? God Bless the Dead. Prince made a song called The Beautiful Ones. And in that song, he says, it's the beautiful ones that always hurt the most. So obviously the Greeks were incorrect when they were saying that, because remember, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. What's beautiful to you might be disgusting to someone else. That's why everybody has different type of dogs, different type of pets. People don't always get goldfish. Some people get, a different type of fish. Everybody doesn't get a pit bull. Some people get golden retrievers. It's like beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Okay. Well, in your corporation of America, what is the highest form of elite when it comes to education? College, university. And what do they have there? Greek fraternities. People say Masonry doesn't go back to Egypt. It's created by white people. But these same white people put that pyramid there for a reason. And right across the side of it, they put their American or their bird. You know what I'm saying? With Ra on top. And in the middle it says, in God we trust, one. Saying that they have connected with the ancient science. They've connected with this. They have that knowledge. So they obviously are not worshiping Christianity the way that you guys are. Or Islam or Judaism. Because if people are going to say that all of these styles of arts truthfully come from these Egyptians, well, then what is George Washington saying? Because he was a Freemason. When he puts himself on the $1 bill, in God we trust, one. Doesn't even say $1. It says one. In God we trust, one. With a pyramid on the side and the American seal on the other. Time blockers. Time blockers, yo. You ain't gotta like what I do. You ain't gotta like the topics that I speak on. But one thing you are gonna do is realize that at the end of the day, things don't fit for no reason. And if you don't think that there's a reason that you have an idiot in the White House, and you're arguing with another guy who's an actual man. He actually has a pair of nuts. He knows how to use them. He speaks for you. Oh, he's racist. Not all you guys are racist. That's the funniest shit. When people say, oh, Trump's racist, I die laughing because I'm like, which one of you is not? Which one of you have not said something prejudiced? You're full of shit. I don't believe you. I'm not racist, and I say racist shit all the time. I think it's funny. Personally, to me, it's hilarious because I know racism doesn't exist. I'll play this little dumb game with you. You want to get offended? It's just like the nigger word. Like, I'm going to break that down. I got a video coming about the nigger word. There's no way that that word means black people. There's no way. It's impossible. It's impossible when you're calling Irish people potato niggers. It's impossible when you're calling Indians red niggers. Okay, well, wait a minute. So is it red black? Is it vegetable black? I didn't know a black person could be a vegetable. Like, what are you talking about? We'll get into that another time. But, yo, you want to fly in space? Even though you're fucking Pentagon, FBI, whatever the fuck you want to call them, NASA, they've already admitted there's no aliens up there. And they keep saying it to you, and you keep like, oh, no, they're lying. No, you've been lied to by the 33rd president, Harry Truman. That's where you first got your fucking Roswell alien crash, which wasn't a spacecraft. It was a balloon. And here's the thing. It was a military, like, strike. They either somebody got caught trying to bring some shit over here, or they did something and it fucked up, and then they try to play it off like it was an alien. One of the two. But don't think Area 51 got aliens in it. No, it has all their military weaponry, all their new shit that they're trying and testing and creating. That's what it is. That's why you can't fly over that motherfucker. You get shot. You can't even go in that bitch. There's a gate separating you. It's way the fuck out there. Even if you get to the gate, you still have to drive. Just watch Independence Day, bro. Just watch that movie. Look how long they had to ride in the desert. Okay, just to get to the gate. Okay, then they had to still drive a gang of motherfucking miles down that motherfucker. It's like, bro, just to get to the gate, it's going to take a while. Okay, just to get to the base, it's going to take a while. Once you got to the gate, you still got a minute to drive. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing out here. Oh, yeah, we got some aliens. You're a fucking idiot. They got weapons. Why? Because these people know that we here. Why do you think America it has all this secrecy shit, but at the same time it has the most powerful military? Because they're alive, dummy. That's why you don't need somebody like Biden in the fucking office or the Democrats. They are the fucking most lethal people on earth. You gotta think about it, bro. You gotta think about it. Besides George Bush Jr., who was working for the Democrats anyway, that's why he was the only one at John Lewis' funeral. Him and his dad were the only Republicans that showed up to that funeral. Why? Because nigga, they been friends. Fuck out of here. Trump is the only one that they keep claiming is so bad, but never had a war his whole 4 years. He didn't have one problem. Why? Because those dictators respect him, bro. Look at Trump sizing up to Putin, sizing up to Xi Jinping, sizing up to Kim Jong-un. Look at him. You may not like Trump, but Trump got some size on him. Other dictators getting swallowed by these suits, or they fat in a motherfucker. All right, how do you think they look at the Crypt Keeper Biden, bro? The fucking Crypt Keeper, he's a walking fucking relic, bro. Get the fuck out of here. They ain't scared of him. They blow too hard, that motherfucker fall over. So yeah, they pimping us. And he pimping us because that was his whole job. Remember, before Hillary, it's supposed to be Biden because he's Barack's VP. He's supposed to get that one up, but he didn't run. Why? Because they wanted Hillary in. You gotta remember, it's the Democrats talking about you can kill your babies. You know what I'm saying? All these women marching down the street, my body, my choice, but they won't ban the strip club. They won't ban OnlyFans. They won't ban pornos. Bitch, you are a fucking demon. You willing to kill the fucking kids, but you not willing to stop people from pimping your sisters? A fucking disgrace. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not blaming women. I'm blaming feminism. That's an agenda. It's a corporation. Feminism is a corporation. You know what I'm saying? Just like gangbang, it's a corporation. Drug dealing, corporation. It's a corporation, guys. You know what I'm saying? They're all their little paradigms that they create because remember, you can sell the drugs as long as you want, but once you get popped, they taking all your drugs and your fucking drug money. They got you doing lawyers and shit. That's money for the system. They got you buying commissary. That's money for the system. They got fucking you. You're a fucking paycheck to them every day. That's why they put you on fucking damn, what the fuck was them shit called? Turnarounds. You doing a bunch of turnarounds and shit. You fucking there's another name for them, but it's like, bro, where they just got you rolling all day on the bus. You sitting in fucking holding tanks for 13 hours all day just to, oh, now we got to reschedule. Sorry. Have a nice day. And then you got to get your ass another 13 motherfucking hours just like fucking with you. Fucking with you. A run around. I think that's what they call it, a run around. We just run you around, but they make money off that. Then some of you guys go into rehab. You know, don't want to do your hard time or you're a real drug addict. Okay, they making money off that. Probation, you got to pay that. Making money off that. Court fees, you got to pay that. Making money off that. See how it works when you go the wrong way? You just end up broke and frustrated. But I understand, guys. It takes time to do this. It does. This ain't no shit that's gonna happen just to everybody. It's not. Time blockers. Explain that to me, yo. Explain to me why do the original American Negroes, why do they have so much waiting for them and they can't seize it? They can't grasp it. They're still talking about sun, moon, and star. Not allegorically, no. They're talking about it literally in the sky. Like they keep trying to float around. Like if your magic was that magical, my nigga, you would have never been enslaved. Mentally, physically, or spiritually. It would have never happened, guys. So obviously, your hocus pocus doesn't work because you don't comprehend what the fuck it is, first of all. And you're also not proceeding to realize the more educated you are, the more of your mojo will work. The smarter you are, the more your magic works. But the dumber you are, the more it can't work. So for people flipping cards and just because they're on a good run or people, you know, worshiping crystals and stuff, and they think, bro, we need you a moving hand more. You know what I'm saying? I need you like in the fucking field with me. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready with this harvest. You know what I'm saying? Let's build these grapes. Let's build these apples, these fruits, these vegetables, these carrots and stuff. Let's do that. You know, opposed to you just sitting here and trying to shaman your way when you don't even know what the fuck the shaman is. Like you don't even get the point of it. The shaman is not somebody who's just throwing fucking powder into the fucking bonfire. No, yo, it's guidance. It's just like the elder. It's the same thing. It's just like the sachem. You know what I'm saying? The sachem's just the leader. You know what I'm saying? It's just the leader of the group. But the shaman is more like, you know, sit down, have a couple analogy drinks. You know what I'm saying? Let's break down some things so you can cope with not only the reflex of having to deal with, you know, the in and outs of reality, the ups and downs, the I got it, I didn't get it, but at the same time to break it down to where you can live with it more sensible. Because yeah, we probably won't win this thing. Sorry, guys, we probably won't because it's too hard to unite everybody. Everybody's not going to do it at the end of the day. But what we can do is this. We can have enough wise people to where when one of us do reach that plateau, they won't turn on him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, the ones in the room, oh, he's stupid. No, you'll be the wise ones around. Like, nah, brother. Nah. The dude's over your head. That's what it is. He's not a fool. Nah, he's smarter than all of us. Like, you're not even getting it. He damn sure smarter than you arguing. Let's say it like that. slavery, civil rights, no Reconstruction. The Negro arrives in America through slavery. In the 1500s, the first people that the Portuguese meet, they call them Negro del Terra. The European is super civilized, but the Victoria era was one of the dirtiest eras in Europe history, and nobody talks about it. They just call it the Dark Ages and leave it alone. It's like, what do you mean the Dark Ages? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Oh, that's when black people ruled. It's not what they talking about. They literally talking about dark, bro. It was disgusting. They have no aqueduct. They had no aqueduct. You also got to remember, these are the people that they're taking from the brothels and bringing over here. We've already discussed that. You wonder why the colonies were so demented and sick and all these different stories. Bro, these are bastard children being made by whores brought from the brothel. And remember, the original white slaves, men, were castrated. So they didn't have no offspring. So the only ones that could have been sleeping with these whores making children, and it makes perfect sense, would be them generals. The Custards, the General Lees, and all them other, these sick motherfuckers, they the ones who were sleeping with these brothel women making children. Because that's what the prostitutes were here for. They weren't here to breed with slaves. So when you wonder about them hillbilly things, crazy motherfuckers and shit, Deliverance, fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre and all that, now you know where those come from. You got your fucking Confederacy sickos having sex with some brothel prostitutes that they shipped from Victoria fucking England, which was disgusting as fuck. So these hoes probably don't even bathe properly. They probably stank. Some sick motherfucking situations could be created through all that nastiness. Now, like I said, time blockers. We're not knocking the sight that we see today. We know the ignorance of the ghetto, but you always got to remember those were created. You can't have people, suits and ties, marching up the street, strong-voiced, turn to killing themselves and selling drugs and disrespecting their parents. Think. They lost all their businesses. Now it's Koreans and Spanish people and Arabians that run everything around. Yo, that's the agenda. Whether people want to believe it or not, that's the agenda. Because all y'all are new. Always remember, all y'all are new. These plantations, aka these reservations, where they reserved people, they didn't want them to talk to people because they were put there. They're not really from here. They were put there. That's why they segregated them. They didn't want them around nobody. The only person that they pushed and fought and like slickly wanted their vote. They don't even want these Native American votes. That's funny. They got their own court, their own law. They didn't even deal with the vote. They push these motherfuckers out. All right. The only reason they want your vote so tough, and the Democrats keep wanting it, I promise I'll make these niggers vote Democrat for 200 years. The reason that they say stuff like that is because you had all the land. Always remember the Democrats are Klansmen. Okay, whose land were they taking? A bunch of Koreans? A bunch of Mexicans? A bunch of Puerto Ricans? A bunch of Hindus? It's just you. You were never a minority and you never will be because you are the original American. You can't be a minority. These people are in your land. That's why white people have the biggest numbers here because they're the ones who took your position. Calling you colored, then all of a sudden now everybody's colored. You'll never get your fucking freedoms. That's why I said that about the civil rights stuff earlier. It only benefits all these strangers. You not speaking up. You too busy playing with a ball or playing with a mic or arguing with each other or creating chaos in your own neighborhoods or making these bastard children. Anybody ever notice that about these so-called real tough super criminals? They all stutter. They all, or they repeat themselves. They say the same thing 3 or 4 times, like they're remedial. Maybe that's why the streets are all fucked up. Because people don't understand streets are to be walked on. Not supposed to be repped and sat and no. So why are these people so remedial to societal structure? Why is that? Who put them there? Always remember, there was blacks in Texas that were told they were free and were slaves for 2 more years because it wasn't a white man who told them they was free. And then 2 years later, the white man came through and said, you've been free. What are you doing? Get out of here. Zippity doo zippity day. Well, you know, it's a black man song. I don't know why Disneyland had to take that song from Splash Mountain and get rid of Splash Mountain. That doesn't make any sense. It's a black man song. Why the Democrats mad at that? Those are your niggas. Your niggers. Those were them. Those were the 2 years later. The fucking Uncle Reese or Reese, whatever the fuck his name is from Songs of the South. That's their boy. He talking for them. So why the fuck would y'all get rid of that? Black Lives Matter shit, making black people even worse. Just making them worse. Just not even like they have a little bit of discovery. They can time blockers. Time blockers. That's so weird. They get rid of Uncle Remus when that's a representation of they niggas. But maybe they knew some of us would figure it out. Late for Disneyland. I like Splash Mountain. That was a cool ride. Oh, gone. Because it's offensive to black people who still wrote Democrat to this day. These people is deep, yo. These people is deep, yo. Remember, it's mind control, it's spellcasting. These people is deep, yo. Make you literally eat your own shit. Because they sprinkled some propaganda on it. So now you think it tastes good. But it's literally your own shit. Verily, verily, I say thee. Come to the light. It'll be better for you. It'll be better for your people. And it'll be better for your future. Because that's really what's on the line. Your reputation. You can only hide so long behind these jigaboos because once the basketball court lights turn off and the studio time is up and you still in these projects begging these people for something you never even needed them for. Well, that's when you got to pull out your lawnmower. Start cleaning up.